Hey, I just called T3 to have him find you, and he said you were already on the way. That's some impressive timing.
What are you doing here, Theron?
Digging, just like I said I would. Let me show you what I've got so far. Colonel Derek commanded our strike on Korriban, supposedly to gather valuable intelligence data, none of which has been turned over to the SIS. This is the Sith you spoke to on Tython, Darth Arkus, member of the Dark Council, organizer of the attack on the Jedi Temple.
You found a connection between them?
Yes. They've both been paying visits to the same genetics lab in an underwater facility here on Manan. They're headed down there again as we speak.
If Colonel Derek is working with the Imps, we need to move on him right away, before he can do any more damage.
No, I haven't even gotten to the good part. With Derek and Arkus working together, the timing of the attacks makes perfect sense. They weren't really attacks at all, they were robberies.
Robberies? What do you mean?
The Imps hauled something out of the Jedi Temple just before you got there. A few security hollows were still working, so I got a shot of it. Derek's top guy, Commander Jensen, grabbed something similar on Korriban. I ran the images through some databases. They were pieces of ancient Rakata technology.
Ancient technology? Galactic conspiracy? Secret labs? Should we get our heads checked?
I probably wouldn't believe it either if I hadn't seen all the evidence for myself. I'm pretty sure Derek and Arkus have brought their Rakata tech to the lab. You're gonna have to go in and figure out exactly what they're doing with it. There. I've arranged transport to get you in, but security will probably come after you with more than smiles. Don't let them slow you down. While you're searching the lab for Arkus and Derek, I'm gonna meet with one last contact. I think she might have some interesting intel for us.
She?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Good luck down there. Looks like Arkus and Derek are still inside. There's a security checkpoint ahead that can grant you access to the rest of the facility. Transmitting coordinates now.
Konfices Volkira Kranvan. Lachile Segis Lahasov.
Running only delays the inevitable.
Verfia Khaled Tok Kereglen. At Umpan Apan. Hogilog Akja Irota.
Increasing combat efficiency.
Ege Kisik.
Greetings! My master compliments your impressive skill and would like to share his appreciation for this noble rescue.
Most people don't realize just how broad the Spec Force language training really is. Want to try that again?
Oh dear. Please let us out of here. We beg you!
Why don't we start with who you are and how you got here in the first place?
My esteemed Master Jakaro is a specialist in discreet cargo delivery. I am his translator, C2D4, former servant of Ribbon's Queen Lena of... Yes, well. Jakaro was contracted by a Selkath geneticist, Garima, to deliver certain medical equipment, perfectly legal, to this facility. But once the delivery was made, payment was never rendered. Instead, we were imprisoned and interrogated by two very unpleasant individuals.
Colonel Derek and Darth Arkus.
We were never introduced. Very rude, to be perfectly honest. After the interrogation, they told Garima to use us as fodder for some kind of experiments.
Did they ask you any other questions? Anything that might explain what they're up to?
I'm afraid not. They were only concerned with what we knew.
Your story checks out. Just did a little digging on these two. Charges against them both for smuggling, disorderly conduct, assault.
Even the droid?
Yeah, why do you ask?
Never mind.
Whatever they may have done, my contact has a good feeling about them. Thinks they might come in handy. Let's see if she's right.
You better not betray us. I'll be watching you.
Oh, you have nothing at all to worry about. Thank you!
I'm registering some tech near you that reads like it's from the Ricotta. See if you can't open up the network for me. I'll slice in and take a look.
Running only delays the inevitable.
Sopras holy mene. Nas remedit. Vadiok hajlando. Minden tartar. Afiatar ferfi.
Greetings. I haven't met in person, but your associate asked me to contact you while he's busy with his scanning equipment. Apparently, he's picking up powerful energy readings from Garima's laboratory. Readings consistent with Ricotta technology. Theron and I agree that this is a dangerous sign. Whatever is going on in that lab, please do your best to stop it.
Are you Garima?
Az igazgató volta kapi. Tane es hazigazdak.
You need to stop what you're doing and answer my questions.
Az uge feda leg job az oregviko hadmelt akisok.
I want to know what Derek and Arcus are planning. What are you doing here?
Volte sat fek ut azot meg bis hato sabmeg. Seze meles nehes volt felis merni. Ogene kunk, toleras ege mas fonan est. Atenger feilenes as edges.
What are you waiting for? Do it! Before he has a chance to betray us again!
You don't have to be like him, Jakaro. You can be better.
Well, that explains the dead guards. I knew I sensed someone familiar. I told you to let it go. You did your part. None of this concerns you.
If you think that shield is going to protect you from me, you're wrong.
It doesn't have to hold for long.
Garima, Thank you for forwarding the research data along. Our infinite army will serve us well. You can keep the prototypes.
We're working for the good of the entire galaxy. The Republic, the Empire, everyone. We can't let you interfere.
Feel free to die before the facility reaches crush depth. It will probably be more comfortable that way.
And all hatches leading back to the facility entrance are sealed. Fortunately, I procured a small watercraft for just this eventuality. The autopilot should have it docked at a hatch near your location shortly. Please hurry. I can sense its power from here. It's considerable. Your time is short. Be merciless. Show it you will not back down.
You're already dead. Just lie down.
It's on the offensive. It's on the offensive. Done it. Excellent work. Now let's get you back to the surface.
I came to serve.
Apologies, but the remote docking procedure isn't quite finished.
You're a Sith.
But not your enemy. Not today. Now, are you interested in a ride back, or would you prefer to swim?
I'm not in the habit of trusting Sith.
This seems like an excellent time to start. And there we are. Your transportation is ready. Safe travels.
just think it might put everyone at ease if you ditch the lightsaber.
Is that really necessary? Surely I'm not as intimidating as you imply.
You've earned a little trust so far. I'm sure you wouldn't mind earning a bit more.
As pragmatic as described, I'm Lana Beniko.
Arcus manipulated her and her people, same as Derek did to us. She's already shared a lot of good intel. Based on your work in the lab, we know that Arcus and Derek are working together, manipulating both sides for some third party.
They're Revenites, members of the Order of Revan, a secretive cult that's had its claws in the Empire for many years. It seems they've pierced the Republic now as well.
I helped pull Revan out of the Maelstrom prison. I heard he died not too long afterward. Was that incorrect?
Not as far as Lana or I know. But dead men can be even better cult leaders than live ones. We know the Revenites have highly placed moles in both the Republic and the Empire. That means we have no idea who we can really trust.
Then it's up to us to stop them.
My master, the incomparable Star Captain Jakaro.
Has a short attention span. And this is what's left of his translator, C2D4.
Former interpreter for Her Eminence, Queen Lena of Onderon.
Yeah, we got that earlier. All of it.
I saw your list of known accomplices earlier. Quite impressive. Could any of them help us find where these traitors might be hiding? Superb. Then if Theron agrees...
Go ahead and get the ship prepped. I'll cover our tracks and catch up.
Very well. It's been a pleasure meeting you. May the Force ever serve you.
You'd better travel separately. If the Revenites put a tail on us, they won't know which to follow.
If the Revenites realize their trap didn't work, won't that make things worse?
I think it's better if they do see you. They'll have to alter their plans to compensate, and that's when they'll make mistakes. I better get moving. Watch your back out there. There you are. Our first few interviews with Jakaro's friends went well, believe it or not. We're going to start with some antique smugglers from the exchange. See if the Revenites have gone for any other Rakata tech.
Have you found any traces of Colonel Derek or Darth Arcus?
Not one. Apparently, the Revenites know a thing or two about staying hidden. The Order of Revan. My family has even more pull than I thought.
You're related to Revan?
You never heard that story? Bastila Shan, Revan's great Jedi love? The name made it all the way down to me, even if the Force didn't. Look, Revan was a wild card, and his crazy cult of followers is bound to be the same. Highly trained bravado aside, we're up against some long odds here. You sure you still want to be dragged into all this?
We're not fighting odds. We're fighting people. And people can always be taken down, no matter what the numbers say.
You make it all sound so easy. All right. I'd better get back to Lana and Jakaro before they do anything. I'll get in touch as soon as we get something concrete. Stay safe.